Welcome back. Let's now switch gears away from Rivers State to Edo State. In September, they will be heading out to the polls to decide who succeeds Governor Godwin Obaseki. They are frontliners. There are several candidates, over 10 of them, who wants his job. But tonight we're being joined in the program by the spokesperson of the Monday Okpebolo Campaign Organization, the APC candidate in that race, Mr. Paul Ohombamo. He joins us from our Abuja studio. Mr. Paul, thank you for coming on the program, and good to see you again.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's begin with a quick question I just want to get off our chest, which is, we haven't seen your candidate, Mr. Okpebolo, engaging with the media as much as is expected. We're just barely 3 months into the before the elections. Is there a reason for this?
So he has been engaging. I'm sure it's not frequent, and he has resolved to start that now. Just as they asked me this morning on Arise Television, when Dr. Ruben Abati asked the question, I told him that Senator Monday Okpebolo will come and talk, come to them, we come to channels and all the major TV stations. He will come, he's not running away. This is somebody who addressed delegates from many nations at Geneva when he won an award. So principally, I assure you that the teacher will show up when the class is ready.
Before we get to some of the things you are doing as far as this campaign is concerned, does he now have the support of the senator, the comrade senator, Adams Oshomole?
Adams Oshomole is the leader in the party, and he has always had his support, at least after the primaries when all issues were resolved. Oshomole has been campaigning for him. Oshomole has greater stake in the matter. He has memorials, he has heritage, he has rights in APC. So he cannot afford, from the very beginning, when he started as ADC, ACN, all along to APC, Oshomole has been there. He was the first governor of the party, and he cannot afford to do otherwise. When campaign starts, people will see that Oshomole is there, and you know that his tongue is the equivalent of an assault rifle. When he's talking, so he's with him, they are together.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking, I just wanted us to get through all of the housekeeping so that as much as we have time to get to some of the things you're up to. Because we've also seen recently, Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. No, I say you know that the truth of the matter, Oshomole is somebody who cannot hide his feelings. And if he does not want to work for you, say it to the whole world, and everyone will know. You can't force him. He's ideologically clear-headed. So he's working for Monday Okpebolo.
So the reason I'm asking all of this question is because from the feelers we get, it looks like the APC in Edo State is not united. There is the integrity group. Recently we saw Mr. Francis Inegbekini resigning, who is the highest ranking elected party person in Edo Central, has resigned from the party, given conflicts of values and all of that. We've also seen people like Paul Mayaki, Mr. Mayaki, also talking about the fact they can't campaign. So what we see or what we hear is the fact that there are some people that don't believe in the capacity of the candidate. Others say, out of respect for the president, they are going to stay, but they're not going to do much. Others are really working for the candidate just like you. So it looks like the APC is going into this election with a divided house. Is that what you see? And how would this affect outing for you?
No, I think those who are leaving, they have their choices made. Every normal human being must have an internal logos for self-evaluation. Negbineki, the vice chairman, Edo Central, has left. He's going to PDP. You can't stop him. It is within his right to do that. He resigned from the party. He was not, expelled. He was not suspended. That is a politician. Maybe he has his reason for going. But the party is still sure-footed. When I resigned as commissioner for information in Obaseki's, Governor Obaseki's first tenure, that did not stop the party from, moving on. They moved on. They even won the subsequent election that brought him back as in second tenure. So I think anybody can leave the party If you are no longer comfortable in a home, in a marriage, you separate. And it's better rather than you remain there, become a resident enemy, do damage and frustrate all calculus. Because it is even better for somebody to resign and leave than remain there, just as you said. We want to work, we are for the president, we are not. That one is another form of antipathy. You cannot say you are for the president. You are not for the candidate. We don't like the candidate. He does not have capacity. Someone who does not have capacity, defeated in the senatorial election, defeated an incumbent, and is there in Senate today representing his people. Someone who does not have capacity has been doing well, giving the one of the best committees at the Senate, a first-timer. Committee meant for third-timers. It was given, and that is committee public procurement. And he has been talking. I have seen him on the floor of the Senate talking, speaking on issues.
All right,
I think the problem is that yes.
Sorry, I just want you to give us as much information as possible within the time we have, Mr. Paul, on this particular one. I know that Mr. Emmanuel Odige spoke extensively against your candidate. But so this is an opportunity for you to tell us exactly what Senator Okpebholo is bringing to the table. What has Godwin Obaseki, the incumbent governor, not done that Senator Okpebholo intends to fix?
Thank you for that. Monday Okpebholo, the senator, has 5-point agenda, and they are very critical. They are, so important that they hit the heart of the polity of our lives in Edo State. Number one is security. Let me just state them out first. Number two is affordable health care. Number three is road development. Number four is water and food security. And of course, number five, which is very important, is the value-driven education. These are the simple 5-point agenda of Monday Okpebholo. All these areas, he has been involved in them. Whether security, whether education, building of schools, and provision of water, all this he has been involved in them. Road construction he has been doing for his constituency, and I can assure you that's one of the things that endeared him to the heart of the people, that they voted for him massively. So these are the 5-point agenda. He believes that healthcare should come close to the people and that it should be affordable. A situation where you go to the hospital and you pay heavily, he says no. All this must stop. He has paid, even as an ordinary person, before going to the Senate, he has been paying for indigent patients at the Irua Specialist Hospital in Irua there. So these are things that are dear to him. And I want to assure Edo people that there is no cause to be afraid.
All right.
Monday Okpebholo, we invoke the kingdom of heaven on earth.
All right, Mr. Obama.
Bring back good governance.
All right, Mr. Obama. We're going to go to the nitty-gritty at the right time. But one of the questions I must ask before we wrap up is the issue of a level playing field. We recently saw issues, even with the Labour Party candidate, saying that his billboards were brought down. I think the APC also talking about intimidation. From what you see, is there a level playing ground already being provided by the government in the state as much as you think it should be?
No. The truth, I think that concern that was expressed by Olumide Akpata is the true position. Billboards are being brought down by the government, its privies, assigns, and agents. There's this intolerance to dissent. They don't want opposition, and they'll be doing everything possible to ensure that the opposition parties are not visible. But it is understandable. When people told me that Obaseki has ordered that billboards should be brought down, I say, are you bothered? You shouldn't be bothered. All these transgressions, they are just there, and Obaseki has no offended reputation. The governor is somebody who does not, is single-minded. He does what he wants to do, and you cannot ask him questions. He is an authoritarian demagogue. And I told them that when Moses Kotey, one of the fighters in South Africa, alongside Nelson Mandela, made that statement, it was clear that any government that drives people to desperate solution is a non-viable government. It's one that must be replaced. That is one. The second one is that every new act of tyranny by the governor simply betrays the weakness of the government and its fear of the people. So this is the situation. It's only fear, revolutionary sentiment. It is only fear that will make anyone go to that extent. So I can tell you there's no level playing field, but we will make it level. The field must be level because politics, of course, is contestation. That's why I'm shocked the way they are going about it in Rivers State. Here, it will not be war at all. It's going to be real contestation. At the end, Edo people will choose because they have seen politics of illusion. They have seen arrogance of power. They have seen the trivialization of people's rights. They have seen the pathological fixation on the capture and use of raw powers. So it is their bit to determine how they want to. If they want to continue this same way, someone has said, I will do this for you. I will do that for you. Another is telling you, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this, which is a testament of what you can even do.
All right, Mr. Paul, just 30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Why we are saying this, you know, yes, why we are saying this, politicians, voters do make mistakes. It is an erroneous belief to think that the salvation of a state or a nation will rest solely on the collective wisdom of voters. They make mistakes too.
At some point, my apologies, Mr. Paul. Yes. Apologies. Totally out of time. My apologies. The PDP is not here to speak for themselves. So at some point, we're going to get everybody in the room so that we can have this conversation more extensively because there are loads of issues to talk about, from the economy to infrastructure to healthcare to reforms and all of that. But we must thank you, Paul Ohobamu, the spokesperson of the Monday of Pueblo Campaign Organization. That's the governorship candidate of the APC in Edo State ahead of the September election. Thank you, sir, for coming on the program.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Well, that's it on the program. Thank you so much for your time and company. I'm Jeffrey Uzana. Good night, and God bless Nigeria.